Hello, it's David Allen, and you are watching Sporting Icons.
You know what? That was a brutal fight between Chris BILLAM-SMITH and Craig Glover. Now, these two guys, of course, cruiserweight, both of them pretty big punchers, that's for sure. And it was a fight that was difficult to pick who was going to win, but if you're going to really favour anybody, you probably have to go with Chris BILLAM-SMITH, even though it was Craig Glover. He's from Liverpool, and of course the fight happened in Liverpool. Now, Craig Glover, he came into this fight with 10 wins and 2 defeats, and Chris BILLAM-SMITH 9 wins and 1 defeat. Of course, that 1 defeat happened last time out against Richard Riakporhe, where he lost on points. But this was a case of both of these guys were just trading at times in the middle of the ring, and Chris BILLAM-SMITH, for me, I think that he was using his jab very effectively. Of course, he's trained by Shane McGuigan, and Shane McGuigan would have had a very good game plan in place. And Chris BILLAM-SMITH is a very good fighter. He really is. And the thing is, with Craig Glover, because he kept pressing the action, he was there to be hit. And if I was going to have one real criticism toward Craig Glover, it would have been not too much defense. He didn't really put his arms up too much, or his gloves up to his head or his chin. And because even from the very first round as well, which is again something that it's not really something that Craig can help too much with, but he marks up very easily. Even in the first round, within the first minute, he was starting to bleed from around the left eye. So going forward, this is going to be a massive problem for Craig Glover, unless of course he starts sharpening up his defensive tools. Truly. It really is. But either way, Chris BILLAM-SMITH is a fantastic fighter. He's very good. And this goes to show how much credit that I don't think a lot of people gave Richard Riakporhe. For me, I thought that Richard Riakporhe did absolutely fantastic. And Chris BILLAM-SMITH is a very good fighter. And he proved that on away soil, if you like, on Craig Glover's home turf of Liverpool, where he put in a very good performance. Now, Craig Glover, of course, listen, I think that he wanted the knockout win, and it was him that was pressing the action. It was him that was going for the big bombs, but Chris BILLAM-SMITH was being very patient, using that long, imposing jab that he's got, and he would follow it up with a big right as well. And at times, they were landing pretty much at will. They really were, but for me, listen, Craig Glover, he's got a pretty decent chin, but he's got a heart of a lion, where he would keep on going. I mean, his face was pretty busted up from round number 2 and 3 onwards. It really was. And Chris BILLAM-SMITH as well, he was showing some maturity where he didn't go for it, even though that there was blood there. And when the blood there, a lot of fighters just jump all over it, thinking that a knockout is about to come. But Chris BILLAM-SMITH didn't do that. He was still being very patient. Now, of course, this was for the Commonwealth Cruiserweight title. And you know what? I thought that Chris BILLAM-SMITH, he's such a good fighter. He really is. And I know I keep on saying it, but he is such a good fighter. And this one, in round number 4, he catches Craig Glover with like seconds to go of the round. And Craig Glover goes down. And I wasn't too sure if he was going to get up, even though like the bell had already gone. But he gets up anyway. He's staying on the floor. He's waiting for the referee to get to 8. Then he stands up and he goes straight away to his corner. Now, ordinarily, what's supposed to happen is, because you're being counted, your 1 minute rest at the interval starts from when you sit on the stool. Okay, but for me, it didn't. I think that he didn't really have long enough on the stool. But maybe he did. To be honest. I mean, I wasn't really clock watching. But either way, it doesn't matter. He came out in round number 5 and he looked okay. I thought, okay, then maybe it's not as bad as what I thought it possibly was. But towards mid to late of round number 5, Chris BILLAM-SMITH started catching Craig Glover with some sweet shots. He really was. He was hitting him with some sweet chin music. He really was. Full on uppercuts, overhand right. He was catching him with some beautiful body shots. And I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that the referee didn't just step in, to be honest with you. But either way, Craig Glover goes down. Again, he waits for the 8 and then he gets up. He tells the referee, I'm okay. The referee should have stopped the fight, and Chris BILLAM-SMITH came after him and started unloading on him, hitting him at will. And as he was about to go down, the referee steps in. So Chris BILLAM-SMITH, he wins by knockout in round number 5. So congratulations to Chris BILLAM-SMITH. As I said before, for me, I'd like to see him really, really push on from this. I really would. I don't know about a rematch with Richard Riakporhe. I mean, potentially. But ultimately, who knows? Who knows? But for now, you need to enjoy this victory, take that belt back to, is it Bournemouth, I think he's from. So, yeah, anyway, that's what happened. Chris BILLAM-SMITH beat Craig Glover by 5th round knockout. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.